Hey everybody, I wanted to just record a quick video today to let you guys have just some idea of what I'm looking for in the project. So I have created two pretty extensive rubrics. Um, so I wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking, and I have started on an example, although I'm not quite finished yet. So the first project, definitely the harder one, is this recreating the masters, or recreate the masters. So there are several pieces to this that we're going to do as we move through the next 3 weeks. So the first thing that's going to be due on Friday, is the project proposal. So by Friday, you're going to have to find an excellent visualization and the associated data set. So this is going to be a little challenging. I had some struggle with this. I kind of had an idea what I wanted to do, but finding that is going to be hard. I call it a one-page proposal. 1 page is generally like 250 words. If you include an image, it's not that many words. So probably 100 words, give or take. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for you to highlight all your features and describe what the visualization reveals, describe any hardships you might encounter. What's excellent and what it's describing. So I really want you guys to do that. This will end up being part of your report too. So you're going to have to do this again anyway, why it's excellent and what it's describing. You're going to do that for Friday. Then the following Wednesday, you're going to do peer reviews. So you guys are going to look at each other's proposals, and say what's good, what's bad, and what really excited you about it. This SII rubric is there on Blackboard. You should take a look at this before you try to do a peer review, but we'll come back to that and look at that again. Then I also have an initial visualization. I want an early draft. I want to see that you've loaded the data, that you made at least a visualization, and you got a link to the original. What I would suggest, ladies and gentlemen, is that you do the project proposal in a Jupyter notebook, and then the initial visualization will come really fast after that. Then you've already got a big chunk of the project done. So you'll have, the Jupyter notebook with your name and all these things. You've got the original visualization, and then explanation of why the visualization is excellent, where the data is, and then you're into the project, right? So you'll have to do some data cleaning. I'm gonna ask that you show me multiple steps of your visualization. You guys know that as you add things to it, you're gonna do that. I have a visualization is created with as many features as possible. How do you make it as close to the original as possible? And everything should be attempted to make it so. And then a final comparison is done, highlighting any errors or omissions to make differ from the original. So I don't think you guys are going to be perfect. I know mine isn't. I will say I'm not even quite using the right data. I couldn't figure out what the data was that they were using. So I used similar data and tried to recreate the visualization for a different year. And there were some ideas here. Basically, find a really good visualization and recreate it. Okay, so that's recreating the masters. The other project I found to be a little simpler, but it is a writing project. So you're going to make you're going to consider some timely topic, hopefully that's in the news or that you're interested in, and you're going to make you're going to write a little report on 3 different news stories that include visualizations. You should, in your proposal will be due on Friday. You should tell me why I'm interested in the topic, what you think the visualizations that you will find will display, and what you hope to learn from the topic. So that would be your project proposal due Friday. We're going to do peer reviews again for Wednesday, and then there's a final report that you'll look over the 3 different things that you found and compare and contrast, discuss each graphic for excellence and different ways that they did stuff. I have a few ideas here. Again, I'm really thinking that news reporting is probably the best way. I will say most of, at least the 2 news reports that I found for mine right away were actually embedded in videos. And so what I did was I took screenshots of those videos. So I got my graphic there. Here, let's pull that up here. So here I am. These are sitting here. Not that one. Let's talk about the recent visualization first. So I'm hoping this loads. There you go. I'm going to talk about the inverted yield curve. It's something that I'm quasi interested in. And you'll see here that I have a video, and the graphic that I wanted to look at here is embedded in the video. So this isn't perfect, but you know, CNBC is a television network, and so yeah, so my graphic is going to be in there. So I compare and contrast. I will say I'm not done. Here's another one where the graphic was embedded in the video. I was actually a little disappointed. I thought I would find a graphic on this on an NPR news story, and there wasn't a graphic associated with it. So I only have 2 at the moment, but like I said, I'm not done. I've got compare and contrast here. So that was called the recent visualization. But for Friday, all you guys need to do is the proposal. What topic are you thinking about? Why are you thinking about it? What's cool about it? Look at that rubric, okay? The other one here I've started is recreating the masters. So I found this image. It's a hockey image. Hockey is near and dear to my heart. Let's go Blues. Here they are. Hoping to win the cup again this year. But this was a graphic that I had seen on Reddit a while back, and I wanted to see if I could recreate this. I thought this is an excellent graphic. Each color represents the team. These are time series. They're talking about how well they're playing, whether they're playing above or below average. That's what the x-axis is here. And so I will say that I did a lot of work. There's a lot of coding here. A lot of coding. And by the way, I'm starting to get the graph down here. So you can see there's my Blues. I'm not perfect yet. It will be perfect at some point, right? Yeah, so this is fun. It's going to be challenging. I think you guys are going to have to work pretty hard to do this. But you know, we want to see how we do something like this, right? Can we recreate that? And you know, it's possible, right? Here's proof. I can do it, right? I can do it. I think you guys can too. I will say some of the stuff was pretty hard. Getting these little images in was hard. There's lots of just like me hard coding things, putting the divisions in by hand, putting the colors of the teams in by hand, putting those logos in. I did that by hand as well, right? So this was a little time consuming, but that's why I want you guys to get started on it as soon as possible. At least find a graphic, right? We want to find a graphic that you guys think you can work with and a data set associated with it. All right, so the one thing I'll say is that my data set was for last year. So this was 2021, and I went ahead and just did this year's data. I couldn't figure out like where they cut this off. This is like, it's not even mid-season. This is really early in the season. They play 82 games, and this is at like 9 games. So you'll see my graphic down here is like, this is today's or yesterday's rankings of the teams. So, you know, I was really like looking at that thinking like, I'm just going to do it for now. I think that's appropriate. You know, I'm still recreating or trying to recreate that graph above, but I'm not working with exactly the same data because I'm working with what I could find, right? Okay, so that's the project. We'll keep working on this. Let's make a little quiz. Let's see, what do I want you guys to tell me? I think I want you guys to tell me what you're thinking about for not for this one, but for the other one. Tell me what you're thinking about for doing the recent visualizations. Do you guys have some topic? Do you think it's narrow? Do you think it's too broad, too narrow? Do you think you're going to find a topic? I know I picked a very esoteric one. I didn't figure anyone was going to cover this one. That's why I picked it. Pick something. Give me an idea. Give me an idea, and I'll give you some feedback on that. All right. So that'll be your quiz for Monday. Okay, guys, keep working hard, and we'll see you on Wednesday.